welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina. Obviously channel's name is Katrina's Creation. Thank you for joining me. I missed a video out last week, and the reason for that was because there was something in particular I wanted to show and hadn't finished it. So it's kind of finished, but it's not finished, if you get what I mean. It's sewn up. There's a couple of little bits I've still got to do, but I've got to add some stuff to it till it's ready. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to show it today or not. I'm still thinking about it. But as you can see, I've got my lovely blanket. It's finished now. It was finished a little while ago. I should have showed it to you in my previous video and I forgot. It was only until I actually uploaded the video, I think the next day after uploading it, I was like, oh, I forgot to put the blanket. But yes, it's done. So you can see that I mirrored it. It's all done, and all the edges, all the loose ends sewn in and gone. So one more thing done, but realistically I should have showed that to you in the last video, but I did completely forget. So I've got that. I thought I'd show you in this video, sorry. Should have left it on the chair really. Also, another thing that I have made that I was showing you in the last video was the mermaid tail. That, of course, is now finished. So here's the fin, as you can see, and the body. So this is one more mermaid tail done. So this is for my niece. So that one's done, as you can see. It is quite long, but she has got really long legs. She's got more legs than she's got body, so it will be okay for her. So that's another finished item. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 finished items. Not doing bad. So that's got to be washed and put up for Christmas. No, sorry, not 4 finished items, 3, because one of them isn't finished. This one, this is my little friend. Can you see him? I am Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Had to think about that for a minute. I found the pattern on Ravelry. I was literally just looking at amigurumi patterns on Ravelry, and this one popped up, and I loved it. And I thought, I've got to make it. Got to make it, got to make it. Now, it doesn't happen very often, especially with amigurumi, because I do amigurumi, but I'm not as into amigurumi as some other crafters. So it's just all bits. It's like when you do one bit and you have to do another bit and you have to do all the bits and sew it all together, it drives me crazy. And this, all of the hairs were individual. So it's like you did a chain and then you single crocheted back. But there was, all the chains were different chain lengths, if you get what I mean. So some were like 3 chains, some were 4, some were 5, they were all different. And do little leaves for the hands. And the hands were quite complicated because you had to do a popcorn stitch with single crochet. And that did just kind of like, how's that going to work? But yeah, and it gives you like a little bump for the thumb. And this is like the bottom. I've just kind of tacked that in so that it doesn't get lost. Because in my house with these dogs and my kids, it would get lost. So he just sits over in my crafty, messy corner, as you can see over here at the moment. So I've got a few things up and running, but just keep going from one to the other. So yeah, I have bought some more yarn today because I was using this yarn and it's a bit light. I think he's a bit of a darker brown. Oh. So I went out and I got a darker, I think, even though that looks kind of similar. It's not, it is definitely darker. I'm trying to get it so that you can see in the light. Over there, or over here. But yeah, it is darker. So I bought 2 balls of these because I've had about 5 people ask me if I can make them one. So yeah, I bought enough just depending on how many I need to make. So I will be doing that over the next week, making a few of these. As you can see, the shop that this yarn that I've got here is Robin Double Knit. It's a 100-gram ball. I'm sure it's 100% acrylic. Let me check. Yep, 100% acrylic. 300 yards, 300 meters, 328 yards. And the shade colour is 142. It's just a brown. So, yeah. So I've got 2 of those, and that's from QD. So I'm sure Kim was talking about that in one of her videos, that she hasn't got a QD where she lives. I've got one, Kim. You should come shopping with me. Come yarn shopping. I'm not allowed no more. Even my sister today, I went out with my sister to get this. She's like, you don't need brown, you've got that brown at home. I haven't, I've looked. Looked through all, this is the only one that I had that was the closest colour brown. All the other browns are too dark. This is the lightest brown that I had. The others were like really, where's the other brown? Did I have it here? Oh yeah, it's here. Ugh, all the way over here. I think that's a bit too dark. And it actually, in the camera, the way that you're seeing it, it looks lighter than what it does for me. It looks a lot darker, but I think that's too dark. But she was telling me I've got the browns. I didn't need to buy more yarn. I didn't. And I secretly bought more yarn as well, but it's hidden. Right. So, yeah, that's Mr. Man done. Just put him back in his place. I was using for Groot, I used this yarn, which is New Fashion Double Knitting by Woolcraft. Again, 100 grams, 100% acrylic, 300 meters. And the shade colour is 8005 for that one. So this was just a ball that I had in my stash. And this was, yeah, the closest brown that I could find that would work. But I've also used this for another amigurumi project, which I think I am going to show it to you, but it's not finished, so just remember that. So yeah, there's that one. So these have got to be put away. And the next thing that is finished, I think, well, it's finished, but it's not finished. Let me find the picture for it. So, right. So this is the pattern. I've seen it around before, and I've been wanting to make it before, but like I said, even though I have made amigurumi projects, I'm not really, I don't think that I'm as good as amigurumi as some other crafters. I seem to be more towards bigger projects. I don't really do amigurumi, so I wasn't really confident enough on doing this pattern. I did make a few mistakes in it, but you can't see it, so it doesn't matter. But this is it. So if you can see, it's the Crafter Granny. So it's basically a dull amigurumi, and you have all your craft supplies in it. Now, I wanted one for myself, but I have, the first one I've made, I haven't made for me, I've made for my mum, because it's my mum's birthday in June, on the 26th, and she's got back into her crocheting. She knits, but she's been crocheting a lot lately, so I thought I'll have other presents with it as well. It's not just this. But, yeah, so I thought I'd make her that, and I would get all the bits to go inside it. So you can, that apron on the front there, it has, mine has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets, and I think the one on here only shows 4, but in the pattern she tells you to, the way that she tells you to do it, it makes 5 sort of thing. But yeah, so I've started mine. All of the bits are done. I've just got to finish the face off and put the stuff in it. So, I'll get her out. So here she is. So, all done. See, I'm not very confident with amigurumi as much as what I am with other stuff. There's a couple of loose ends that have got to be sewn in, which I forgot. But as she goes by herself, she is basically done. I've got to do her eyebrows and a mouth. I think that's all I've got to do. Yeah, I've got to do eyebrows and a mouth. She has her ears, as you can see right here, and a nose, and her eyes, and her hair. So obviously all the pins will go in here. So I have like, I have ordered a few bits to go with this. So I've ordered my mum some new crafty bits that I will stuff the pockets with and stuff. So once I've done all of that and it is all completely finished, I will have pictures. I'm trying to think what the date is. What is the date? Come on. 13th. Yeah, I will probably have done another video before her birthday. So hopefully once it's completely finished, I will update you and show you what it looks like with all the bits in. So this is like the apron, and this comes off. So I can take this off. And I must say, out of the whole pattern, the most complicated bit was the apron. It was just the way that it was made, and in the different pieces it was confusing. So as you can see, the body itself is made as one piece. You start off with the head and work your way down, and then you do the bottom. They do say to feel when you're stuffing to put something inside that will weigh it down so that it stands better. I have literally just put an old lid, but it was quite a big lid, and I filled it with stones, but like decorative stones. So they're not like stones that you get from the garden, like stones that you have with candles and stuff. I filled it with those sorts of stones. I then wrapped the whole thing so the stones couldn't come out of the little container that they're in, and then taped all the way around it so they definitely weren't coming out. And I've put that inside, and that it sits here. I can feel it if I press it right there. And then I just stuffed around it, and she stands up. It's on my leg, so she might fall, but she does stand up. She was standing up the whole time before that. No, she's going to fall. So, yeah, you do that whole bit, the whole body, and then stuff her with a little bit of weight in so she stands, and then the bottom. And then it's just to crochet together. You do this little frilly sort of single crochet edge around the bottom. Then you do her arms and her hair. Her hair is done separately, and that is stitched on. The ears, that's done separately and stitched on, and then it's just to make this. The problem I had with this is it tells you how to make the pieces, which was fine, and then it doesn't actually explain how you put the pieces together. So when I did the pieces, I've done the main back piece, and then there's another piece on the front here that you do. It didn't explain which way it went. So when I put mine together, I put mine on the wrong way round. So my piece, like this longer pocket up here, should have really been this side, and this pocket here should have been over this side, if you get what I mean. But I made it work. So yeah, she's got her little apron. Let me just put this back on her, because knowing my luck, one of the kids will touch it and it will go walkabouts, and I'll probably have to make another one, and I won't be impressed. So yeah, all the yarn that I used is double knit. I did show you the ball band for this one, which is the same one I used to make the little group. The red is also Woolcraft. and so is the green, because the red and the green came from the Bob Marley Grafghan that I done. They were just leftover bits that I had, so they weren't new balls. I'm just trying to use up bits that I've got around the house, and I do have yarn around the house. You find yarn in strange places in this house. So yeah, the only new ball that I opened was this one, and I've still, like I said, I've got to make another one. From what I'm gathering, I think I'm going to have to make at least 2, because I want one for myself, and I'm also thinking about my next giveaway. My subscribers, from the last time I looked, I've gone over 500 subscribers, and about a month or so ago I was thinking to myself, I do want to do a giveaway for 500 subscribers, and I've already gone past that, so that bit's out the window. So I think probably when I get up to my next lot, probably 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway, and one of these fully fitted with hooks and equipment and whatnot will be part of the prize. So yeah, I will be doing another one of these for a giveaway, and I want to do one for myself. So yeah, she is nearly finished. So this is what I was working on last week, and I wanted to do a video to show, but I didn't have all the bits to put in it, and nothing was sewn together, and I just thought I'd wait until I had her sort of near enough done before I showed. But it's something else I've been working on. Otherwise you're going to think I've been working on nothing for nearly 2 weeks and I've got nothing to show you. But no, this is what I did. So yeah, she is nearly done. So yeah, I'm getting there. I'm practicing with my amigurumi. Lots and lots of practice. So yeah, I'll stand her on the table and she stands up. Works in progress. Whips, whips, whips and whips. I've got loads of whips, but I say I've got loads of whips. I haven't. I start loads and then I get bored and undo them and then start something else. So I showed you last time the squares I was putting together. So you can, I don't know if you remember some of these. So as you can see, I have started, is that the right way or the wrong way? Yeah, that's the right way. Which one's here? So I have started doing this and putting squares together. Oh, God, get a grip. Get a grip. So there is 3 by 3. It's 3 by 3. Yeah, 3 by 3. So that's one row. And I've tried to do it so there's a bit of texture. So it's like, even though this is just garter stitch, when it, well, knitting wise, yeah, I'm holding it the right way. Garter stitch, it still has a little bit of texture to it. Then this was the popcorn stitch, the Burnett £1 crochet along, I think it was, with Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. The pattern for this square is up on the Crochet Crowd's website. I think it's on Yarn Inspiration's website, and I think, no, it definitely is. There is a video tutorial for it on YouTube. This, as you can see, just waffle stitch squares, crochet together, and then granny squares, and another waffle stitch. So I have been making progress on that as well. When I've not got anything that I'm actually actively working on and I don't know what to do, I start putting squares together. So it just passes the time. So yeah, hopefully next time I'll show you a video. It might be finished. You never know. Don't know. Have to wait and see what happens. Now I've got to try and put this back together. So yeah, that's one works in progress. Let me just get all of this back together. Right, works in progress number 2. If I show you this, I was looking, because I've got loads and loads and loads of yarn, as you all know, too much. And I'm trying to use it up. I'm trying to do Christmas presents. So I'm trying to make things that I would give to people. I'm making things and not knowing who I'm giving it to, but I know it's going to be a gift for somebody. So I started making a shawl. I got this pattern. I was looking on Ravelry. I've been doing that a lot lately. And I found this pattern called the Secret Paths shawl. Who is it by? Mijo Crochet. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. But yes, I don't think there's any other pictures in this pattern. Not really, not without showing the pattern. And I dropped tea on it as well, which happens a lot. So that's the sort of pattern there. So it's textured. I do like textured pieces. I don't know why, I just do. So it's like, it's not 18. I would say it's about a 13 row repeat. I was just deducting rows in my head then, trying to work it out. So the first set of rows it's an 18 row, but that's to start you off. And then after that, you go back to round 5 and repeat down to row 18 again. So that is a 13 row repeat. It's like you're doing front post and back post double crochets, which are trebles if you're in the UK. And then on the last repeat bit, and when it gets down to the 17th and 18th row, that's when you're working on popcorn stitches, and it creates a different pattern. So I started this about 2 days ago. I didn't work on it last night, or did I? No, I didn't work on it last night. I went to bed early. So yes, this is it so far. I'm trying to show you. I don't know how well you can see the texture. If I do it like that, you might be able to see it a bit better. But yeah, so these rows here is the front post and back post double crochets. Then you're doing a row of a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then back into the front post and back post. And then once you get down to the last piece of the repeat, it's popcorn stitches. So you can see them. It's all sort of one colour, so it is a bit hard to see, but it is very pretty. I like it very much, and it's an easy pattern. The yarn I am using for this, I don't even know where I got this from. I've had this for a few years and I've not used it. It looks sort of denim-y, bluey. It's got like flecks of a light blue or a white in there to give it that sort of denim effect, if you can see it. I've got the ball band here because I've got another 4 balls, as you can see. So this yarn is Knitco Fashion Hand Knitting Yarn, 100 grams, and it says it's 100% miscellaneous fibres. It feels like it's got acrylic in there, but it's not just acrylic. There's something else in there because it makes my fingers itch after a little while. So I'm sure it's got something in there. I'm just not sure what. Made in Turkey. It hasn't got a colour or a dye lot. It's got the washing instructions, wash 30, and that's about it. So, yeah. I've never used Knitco yarn before. Like I said, I've got quite a few balls of Knitco yarn. In different colours, but not used any of them yet, and I'm now getting round to doing things with them, so I thought that would look nice as a shawl, and it does. So I will carry on with that. I don't know how many balls it will take though. It's not very big so far, and that's like, would you say that's half a ball? Half 100 grams? So yeah. I don't know who it's going to be for yet, but I am just making things, and then I'll decide who I'm giving what nearer the time. But this will be a Christmas present or some sort. So yeah, I found that pattern on Ravelry also. So if you want to look for that, I didn't even search for shawls. I just clicked on one of the little, it gives you like keywords on Ravelry, and you can click on them. And I think I clicked shawl on that, and this came up in the list. So there was a couple on there that I wanted to do. I have wanted to do the Doris Chan all shawl. I have got the pattern in my library, and I am going to do that, but I don't know when, and I don't know what yarn. But I like textured. I'm going through a texture phase. I like things to be textured, so I went with this. So that is work in progress number 2. I haven't really got anything else substantial to show you, because it's just like, I've got this over here. I've moved all my yarn. I sorted out all of my yarn, as you saw, and I moved everything from this corner because I had loads of yarn over here, and they're all in under my stairs. But every time I'm working on a project, I get out loads and loads of balls. I'm like, yeah, I might need that. So I've got all of these balls, and half of these have already been used already. And then I just keep them there, and then they end up getting matted and knotted up. And then it stresses me out because I have to sort it out. I need to put it away. The Groot pattern, as I was talking about him earlier, but I didn't tell you where I got his pattern, or did I? Got it from Ravelry. I've told you, I'm sorry for repeating myself. But yes, I did get it from Ravelry, and look at him. Isn't he adorable? So it is a free pattern. So if you want him and you want to do him, go over to Ravelry and have a look. He is on there. But I do love it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I've got to make that. I've got to make it. So yeah, that's what I have been doing. Basically, I really don't think there's... You know when you think that you've got to tell someone something? I'm talking about you guys. I've got to tell you guys something. For the life of me, I can't think what it is. But now I've got to tell you. And I had this same feeling on my last video and completely forgot. And then remember the next day, it was about this blanket that I'd finished and forgot to tell you about. So, as usual, I am behind on my YouTube watching of vlogs of people's videos. I'm trying to think what was the last one I watched. I think I'm about a week or so behind. I don't know who the last person I watched, or was it Pimp Pumpkin Crochet? It might have been Ruthie from Pink Pumpkin Crochet. I think I got that right. Yeah, I need to, and that wasn't her recent video. I think that was like, there's another 2 videos since then, so that just shows how behind I am. Oh, the dogs are coming, so I need to move this because they're molting everywhere at the moment, and it's driving me crazy. Oh. Are you going to say hello? You going to say hello? Yeah? No? Am I crazy? Yeah. So, Cleo. My phone, my contract's just ended on my phone, so I'm due for upgrade. I don't know what phone to get. That's another thing I've been looking at all week. I just don't know what phone to get, or do I even get a phone? Should I just keep the phone I've got? Because there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. Life's just confusing at the moment. My memory's all over the place. Yeah, and also, we miss Karen. Karen, we need you back, babe. You need to come back and record a video for us. Miss not seeing you up on YouTube, showing us what you're making, giving us some inspiration. I don't know who else, but I haven't really been watching any videos, so I'm kind of naughty myself. sure there was something else I had to tell you about, and I can't think what it was, and it's baffling me. It's actually hurting my brain. Well, that is it then, I suppose. Yeah, I think that's it. So, 30-minute video is not too bad. If I've missed anything out, do let me know. I have left something out, but I don't know what it is. Can't think of it. It's driving me crazy. Oh no. So yeah, today it is Wednesday. Did I say the 13th? Wednesday the 13th of June, yeah. It was my son's birthday last week. He turned 14. We went out for a meal. And then he went out for dessert after the meal. Then after that dessert, he wanted his birthday cake. I totally felt sick. But I had a birthday cake made for him for because he loves that game that everyone's talking about, Fortnite. So I had a Fortnite birthday cake made for him. I might actually attach a picture to the end of this. He loved that, and it was a 2-tier cake. And by the next day, it was gone because my sister and my nieces and just so many people in the family. Yeah, so he had his birthday. So yeah, he's 14. He hasn't spent his birthday money yet. He did well. He had nearly £400 in birthday money, but he's waiting to go to London. He wants to go down to Wembley. There's an outlet store there for Nike. Everyone probably knows what Nike is. Nike sportswear, like the trainers and stuff. There used to be one not far from where I live, but it closed down. So the next nearest one, I'm sure there's one in Sheffield and one in Wembley. So we're from not far from Wembley, so they just travel down there and go and buy what they want to buy. So I think he's doing that towards the end of this month. Yeah. Been sorting out. Had to sort out of the shed. Yeah, you saw that I sorted out all the all my crafty stuff, even though I do feel like I need to do it again because I don't know whether I'm coming or going because I still can't find nothing. But yeah, and also today I was chewing gum. I was out with my sister when I went to get that yarn from QD's, and I chewed. I don't know if you've ever done it, and you bite the side of your mouth, the inside, like right in there. It really hurts. I chewed the side of my mouth. I do that sometimes. It really does hurt. I feel like a big baby. Right, well, I have sat here and talked about rubbish for long enough, so I'm going to go because I don't think I have to tell you about... I do have to tell you about something, but I can't remember what it is. And I'm looking round because I know if I had to tell you about anything, I would have had it around here. And I haven't got it around here. No, I haven't got it around. Let me lift. Oh, no. No. I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was that I had to tell you. But I know I will stop recording, and as soon as I start editing, I'll remember, or I'll upload it and remember tomorrow or something, because that always seems to happen to me lately. So I am going to leave it there. I will record before she goes off to her new home. I will record a video to show you what accessories I've put in there and how I've done her eyebrows and mouth and what have you. So I will update you all on that. I might have done another one by then, but I have got to do about, I think it's about 5 of the groups from Guardian of the Galaxies. So I've got a few of those to do. And I'm not the best at amigurumi, so it does take me, I have to sit and concentrate. I need like peace and quiet. I need nothing on the TV that I've watched that I haven't watched before, because then I'm glued on it and then not concentrating on my stitch count. And then, so yeah, I have to be in the right settings for this sort of work. Look at her head. My head's firm. That's all right. So, yeah, I will hopefully catch up with everyone's videos soon. If you are a new subscriber to my channel, thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys for building up my channel. You have helped me out so much, and I do still find it completely and utterly weird that you lot want to listen to me. You're crazy. But anyway, yeah, so as I said, I was going to do sorry, I just put a head there and it just made the thing wobble. I was going to do a subscriber giveaway at 500, but I'd already gone past that. So I'm going to now prepare for the 1,000 subscribers giveaway. So if you are watching this video and you are not subscribed, please just press the subscribe button, which should be down there, I think, or there. Yeah, I will get all of that sorted out, and it won't just be the doll. I think I might do 2 prizes for my 500 subscriber giveaway, so I've got to work out what the other prize is going to be. But yeah, once I get closer to that mark, I will let you guys know. I've got a long way to go before then. But thank you for everyone that's been supporting and watching my videos. I love you guys. You are the best. If you have any ideas on prizes or anything that you're making and you want to give me some inspiration, feel free. You can find me on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram. What's my name on Instagram? See? Losing the plot. Yeah. No, let me just double check it, because if I don't double check it and I give you the wrong one, you're going to think this girl... Yeah. Got it. cat_82. See how bad that is? Yeah, and on Facebook it's just Katrina Creation, and you'll just find me. I've got a group and I've also got a profile. To be honest, I'm a bit slack with the group and I hardly put anything on there, but I do put stuff on my profile. So if you want to add me as a friend, you might see a lot more if you just added yourself to the group. So just add me as a friend. So yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to leave it there. I hope everyone is well. I hope to see loads of lovely bits and pieces from you all soon. And happy crafting. Take care, everyone. And I will see you all, or you will all see me on my next video. So that's it for now. I will see you all later, guys. Bye. Take care.